And our final orator for this morning is Mr. Bryan Smith Jr., who is a senior at Fulton High School. He's a member of the photography club, the basketball team, as well as the tennis team. He has participated in the Rough Riders organization service activities in serving Thanksgiving dinners, helping with the second harvest and Easter egg hunts for children in our community. He has also received academic athletic awards and voted best of all around in communication. Bryan's future goals also include attending the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, where he plans to major in photography, design, or landscape architecture. His favorite hobbies are playing basketball, listening to music, and hanging out with his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you this morning, Mr. Bryan Smith Jr.
Thank you. As a young man and reflecting on our history, I see that my generation does not know how good we have it today. We now have a lot more privileges, equal privileges. And along with the dream of Martin Luther King, we are accepted in a world where little black boys and girls joining hands with white boys and girls, revealing a dream and now walking together as sisters and brothers. We live in a world where change is the key, and that key is us, we the people. In order for us to keep Dr. King's dream alive, we must take a deep look at ourselves and have the hope and courage to love one another. And no matter what twisted differences we have, we still have the power to make peace. Our society will never be perfect, but with America's constant education and personal compromise, our world will become a better place for all. Martin Luther King had dreams of belief. His constant belief in God with his personal belief, he knew that the future would hold promise. I believe that because of his continual struggle for blacks and whites and all minorities is the reason why we can be in this room amongst many black graduates. He has paid it forward for Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, who has in turn paid it forward for us, young men, to be here today. In my generation, I fortunately have not encountered much, if any, prejudices. Therefore, I can say that his dream has become reality in my present life. I acknowledge my surroundings in everyday life because when I look around, I see mixtures of people, but I also see us being treated as equal. I attend Fulton High School where there is diversity among us all. We talk to each other as well as discuss some of our differences. We have many interracial relationships that are made very public. I see many nationalities. Nowadays, I cannot see how racism is still a factor. There are students that may be Mexican and black, or black and white, or Japanese and white. So many mixed races that there is no more room for racism. Our society now chooses to date outside their own race. That was unheard of in the past days. But we're still not quite there yet. And we recognize the people of America are still discriminated against and victimized other than race. We must keep our minds in the right place and our feet on the path of the American dream in order for us to move forward. We have many black people in high places in our current year. Our president, Barack Obama, a black man, is preparing an inauguration speech as we sit here today. He will deliver his speech on Monday, January 21st. The day set aside as a national holiday to the man himself, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And that is reality. I've heard my great-grandmother say that she thought that she would not ever live to see the day that a black man would ever become the president of the United States. What would I do to keep the dream alive? I would constantly encourage education, education, education. To let the generation after me know that they can become anything they want if they set their minds to it. Because those who are determined, driven, and have a dream can also become successful. And not just males, even of course our little girls today. Condoleezza Rice was the first black woman to become Secretary of State. Our women have come a long way too. Simply because of education. I would like to end by saying thank you to Dr. Martin Luther King for paving the way for my generation to not see color, but the character of all people. Thanks to Alpha Phi Alpha for giving us the opportunity and showing the concern for us young black men, and that you also believe in us. Thank you.